Sunday, so I'm going to show you a pose today that's called Wheel of Life, and it's a full range of motion spinal twist that also influences the hips and shoulders as well, and the neck. So to start out, a couple props that might be handy. You might want to grab a little pillow, or full-size pillow is fine. If you have a yoga brick or two, grab those. You can also use like a book with a towel wrapped around it if you're away at school, to help support you in this pose, especially if this is your first time ever coming into it. So I'm going to start on my back with my knees bent and my feet flat on the floor. I'm going to do a little bit of a warm up here because this is such a deep twist that will help me a little bit to warm up the hip area a little bit. So just cross the right ankle just above the left knee, and then use your foot to help rock you back and forth a couple of times. So this in itself is a nice little recovery move for your hips. So after you've done that a couple times, then switch sides. And of course, as always, connect this to your breath. And then let's come back to the right side now. And just set the, that's not going to work, is it? Oh. Do full windshield wiper this way. Bring the knees over to the right and start to roll to your right side and come up onto the right hip. And then pick yourself up, take a nice deep breath, and then you're going to start to roll, come completely onto the right hip, and start to roll your torso toward the mat or the ground. And I'm going to have you come down to your forearms first. So 90-degree bend in the elbows in Sphinx arms. And you're going to take a few breaths here just to let your body start to acclimate to this position. So notice where you're feeling tightness or tension. See if you can send a breath or two there and a message to those muscles to just kind of relax and release. After a couple breaths, hopefully you can come down a little bit lower. And maybe you might want support underneath your torso, so you could move that pillow right up toward your hip. You could also do it with a block. You have a brick handy. Same thing, just push the block up to your hip and then start to come down a little lower. A couple breaths here. Just noticing how this is changing things. I might even add a brick or, like I said, a book with a towel wrapped around it would work too, to my forehead, and rest my forehead down to get a little deeper. And then as I move on, take a few breaths in each position. I'm going to plant my right palm down, and I'm going to extend and reach toward my dog with my left hand. And then I'm going to maybe see if I could play with a little bit of rotation in the head. So I'll start by gazing the same direction to the right. And, oh, that would be the same direction. Full. Start there and then rotate there. Trying to get my left ear down. One more breath. And then come out slowly the same way you came in. Reach back. Come into the Sphinx pose. Go ahead and move the block out of the way. And then come to your palm and start to walk the hands back toward the hips. And sit up straight. And then turn everything over to the other side. And then you can lower down. Take a couple of breaths, just notice what you notice. And then do the other side. So set your hips off to the right a little bit, rotate the knees out to the left. And again, start to move over to the left side, push yourself up. So you can take a nice deep breath here at the top and get length in the spine. As you exhale, start to rotate the torso nice and slow. Just take your time getting into this. And same thing on this side. Come down slow. Use support where you need to. Hold for a few. If you have any questions, DM me. I hope you guys all had a great weekend. Till next time.